I found that I was lost quite a lot especially when I was backpacking. Being in a foreign country where you've never been before, you tend to get lost.
The National Clearinghouse on Disability and Exchange presents Getting Around in a Foreign Country. CERISE ROTH-VINSON works for Mobility International USA.
I think going abroad requires a certain sense of adventure. If you're going abroad and thinking it's going to be perfect, it's not.
When I arrive in a less developed city, transportation is obviously an issue, and how I'm going to get from A to B.
Hayward is a wheelchair user.
Normally I just use taxis.
My biggest challenge was just getting around because I cannot read street signs and billboards and things like that.
Layla Farouk is a Fulbright student with albinism.
I had support from technology, but I also realized that I could just ask people, and generally people are really nice and they let you know which street you're on.
Being able to communicate the need assertively for access in a different language, I learned how to act out help, and like the two words I could say were ayúdame, por favor, help me please, and then show them where to put their hands on my chair. And that turned out to be an important technique.
Yeah, I thought traveling was a lot easier in Chile.
Justin Harford is a blind study abroad participant.
I think a lot of other people will find this really shocking, but for me as somebody whose main priority was public transportation, it was much easier to travel in Chile.
It wasn't until I just dove in and started traveling again that I figured out that it was actually really easy.
Get your passport to possibilities. Contact us at www.miusa.org/ncde. Email us at clearinghouse@miusa.org. Find us on Twitter at Mobility International, MOBILITYINTL, and on Facebook at mobility.international. The National Clearinghouse on Disability and Exchange is sponsored by the Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs of the U.S. Department of State.